Hello there. Good morning. Great. Come, let's do some yoga. Day 16. It's so amazing how time passes. So starting on your mat and just rolling out through your shoulders. And just a big circles into your shoulders. And so as you roll into your shoulders, as you really sink and deepen into the sense of how your shoulder blades, your collarbones are, and then roll in the other direction. Feeling your feet on the floor, how you're standing this morning. This is the quality of the whole of you. Nice, hands to your hips. And then roll in the other direction. Great. So I want you to reach with your right hand as far to the left as you can so that you begin to lift your right foot off the floor. So you're reaching and you're balancing because you're trying to lift your foot a little bit off the floor to balance the left hand reaching. And then go to the other side. Reach to the right side and let your left foot balance what you're doing. Nice. And then reach forward. So reach with the right hand forward. Let your right leg go backwards. So as you reach forward, just feel like you're counterbalancing the reach forward with the sticking out of your foot behind you. Come back. And then left hand goes forward, left leg goes backwards. You're reaching, you're not lifting the back leg, but you're counterbalancing the reach forward. The reach forward is the most important thing. One more time, over towards the left. Reach as far as you can, and then your right foot kind of balances off what you're doing. And then the other side, over towards the right. Reach as far as you can, feel it through the belly. And coming back. Reach the right hand forward, reach the right foot backwards. Go as far forward as you can, maybe lower down towards the floor if you want. Coming back up. And then the other side, left hand forward. Fingers come down, let them touch the floor lightly. And your foot is behind you. Let it float on the floor, your fingers. And then coming all the way back. Nice. So come forward to the front of your mat. So reaching your arms wide, bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come all the way down. Bring your hands to the floor. Tuck your chin in. Draw your forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Stretch your right leg long behind you. Step it into a lunge. Pausing there. And then step back into a plank. Drop your knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. Bring your fingers wide. Tuck your chin in. Slowly rolling up. Lowering down. Hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. All the way back into your downward dog. Really stretching back through your downward dog. Have a sense of your calves, your legs, your heels. And then walk a tiny bit backwards with your feet, maybe 1 or 2 inches. And then drop your knees to the floor and sit your bum back into your child's pose. Your toes are tucked under, your arms are long in front of you. Nice. Rise up in from your child's pose into your cat. Lift your knees off the floor. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Nice. Step your right foot back. Drop your knees to the floor. Sit your bum back into child's pose. Nice. Come up into your cat. Lift your knees off the floor. Step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. Step it back. Plank pose. Drop your knees to the floor. Sit your bum all the way back. Nice. One more time. Come up into your cat. Lift your knees off the floor. Step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand. Step it back, plank pose. Drop your knees to the floor. Sit your bum all the way back. Nice, last time. Up onto your knees, cat pose. Lift your knees. Step the left foot forward outside of your left hand. Step your foot back. Push back into your downward dog. And just pausing there, stretching back. And then slowly walk forward with your feet. Just walking forward, all the way forward to the front of your mat. Walk as far as you can towards your hands. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down to the floor. Hands to the floor, tuck your chin in, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, step the left foot back into a plank pose, into a lunge. And then step the right foot back into a plank pose. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor, lower all the way down. Bring your fingers wide, tuck your chin under, rising up. And lowering down, hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. Sit your bum all the way back. So you're sitting back in your cat pose. Nice. Rise up. Lift your knees off the floor. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Twist towards the right. Hand to the floor. Step back into your plank. Drop your knees to the floor. Sit your bum back into your child's pose. Rise. Straighten your legs. Step the left foot outside. Bring your left hand to your knee. Twist towards the left. Hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Drop your knees to the floor. Sit all the way back. One more time each side. Come up into your cat. Lift your knees off the floor. Right foot outside of your right hand. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Twist towards the right. Really deepen into the lunge. Straighten through that back leg a little bit more and widen through your shoulders. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Drop your left knee to the floor. Stretch out through the right leg. So you're keeping your heel where it is. You're dropping bum backwards. Rock forwards. Sit your bum back. Rock forward. Really lean deeply in. Knees on the floor. And then just roll onto the baby toe side of that foot and then up onto the toes. So you're rocking a little bit on the right foot. So up onto your toes. Rock onto the baby toe side of the foot. Up onto your toes. Baby toe side of your foot. One more time. Toes. Baby toe side of your foot. Nice. Lift your back knee. Step backwards into your downward dog. Finding length through your body. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Stretch your back leg, twisting towards the left. Just feel the twist through the body. Sense of length. Bending your front knee deeply, stretching into the back leg. Nice. Drop your knee to the floor. Both hands to the floor. Stretch out through the front leg. Sitting your bum back. Rock forwards. Sit your bum back. Rock forwards. And one more time. Sit your bum back. And rock forward. And then wiggle on your foot. So come onto the baby toe side of your foot. Up onto your toes. Baby toe side of your foot. Up onto your toes. Baby toe side of your foot. Up onto your toes. One more time. Baby toe side of your foot. Up onto your toes. Nice. Stretch your back leg. Step back into your plank. Lengthening, stretching back. Super. Slowly walking forward all the way to the front of your mat. Rounding there, slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So from here, we're going to step back into a triangle pose. So stepping back with the left foot, step back so that you're around 3 foot back with the back leg. The front foot is pointing directly forward towards your mat, and both legs are straightening. Bring your hands to your hips, tuck your tailbone under so you feel a stretch through the front of your belly, the front of your hips. Rise through your spine, and then reach your arms wide and out to the side. Reach into the right hand more, gliding outwards, and bring your right hand down towards your right shin. Reach the left hand straight up towards the ceiling. So straighten into both legs by pushing down into your feet. Tuck your tailbone, rise through the spine, and reach wide into your arms. You can glide a bit lower. You can bring the back of your hand to that shin to take the weight out of the front hand so that your torso has to work a little bit more. Nice. Bring your left hand to your hip. Bend your right knee. And bring your right hand to your right knee and hop the left foot a little bit closer. So you're maybe now 1.5 feet behind. Reach your right hand forward so that your thumb is kind of straight out in front of your baby toe. Turn your chest towards the left and then lean into your hand, lean into the front foot and just let your back toe float off the floor. So you can stay there just floating your toe off the floor, or you can lift your back leg high and lift your top arm upwards. Just see where you're at. Main thing is that you're extending, you're balancing at your balancing point. Really feeling into both legs, lengthening. Wherever they are, pointing into your toes, perhaps reaching into your fingers. Nice. Bring your hand to your hip. Bend your front knee. Bring your foot back to the floor. Slowly rising up. Very nice. And step forward. Other side, stepping the right foot back. So the right foot's at a 45-degree angle, around 3 foot back. The front foot is pointing directly forward. Straighten into both legs. Tuck your tailbone forward. Reach into both arms as you rise through your spine. Slowly lowering the left hand down towards the left. Let it land on the shin as you reach the right hand straight up towards the ceiling. Strong into the legs by pushing down into your feet. Tuck your tailbone, rise through the spine and really open into your chest. You can bring the back of your hand to your shin if you want to increase the strength of your waist. And just lengthen, breathing, deepening. Bend your right elbow, bring your hand to your hip. Bend your front knee, bring your hand to your knee. Hop a little bit closer with your back foot. And then bend your front knee deeply and bring your thumb to the floor, maybe around a foot out in front of your baby toe on the left. Turn your chest and your head towards the right. And just stay there up on your toe and balance there. Or lift the back foot up, reaching it long. Reach the top hand up towards the ceiling. Really finding your balance, whatever that is. Nice. Hand to your hip. Lower your foot all the way down. Hand to your knee. Slowly rising up. Step forward. Very nice. So both feet are pointing forward. So step the left foot back so your feet are still pointing forward. So your hands are on your hips and your hips are facing forward towards the front of your mat. Bring your right hand to your hip and reach your left hand up towards the ceiling and push into the left foot and reach into the left fingers. Draw that right shoulder back a little bit more. Slowly begin to reach forward. You can bend the front knee a little bit if you wish as you lower down to hold on to your right shin with your left hand. Turn your chest a little bit more. You're looking down towards the foot. Begin to straighten into the legs, really drawing that right hip backwards. If you feel comfortable, you can touch the floor with your hand and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling to twist a bit deeper, or just stay as you are. Really finding the working edge of what's good for you. Nice. Change. Slowly rising up. Step forward. Step back with the right foot. Stepping back with the right foot, both hips are faced forward. Bring the left hand to your hip. Reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. Push down into the right foot. Reach into the right hand. Slowly coming forward. So bring your hand all the way down until it lands on your shin. Draw the left shoulder back a bit deeper. You're straightening through the front leg. You're really widening into the back of the body. You can again bring your hand to the floor and reach the other hand up towards the ceiling. But really notice, have you locked your spine when you go that deeply? Can you still mobilize, still breathe, still manage the sensations of what you're doing? Nice. Bend your knee, slowly rising up and step forward. Nice. So bring your feet so they're wide. Bring your hands to your knees, bring your hands to the floor, and just come down into whatever version of squatting you do. So your bum is moving down towards the floor. Maybe your heels have lifted up. Maybe your heels are on the floor. Maybe you rock one heel down as you bend the other knee, or maybe you rock from side to side a little bit with your knees. I just feel that. How do I sit into my squat? Rocking the weight forward, rocking the weight backwards, rocking the weight forward, or rocking the weight backwards. My geese and my ducks have come up to visit us. Yeah. Hopefully they won't come into the room. Sometimes they do. So just rocking forward and backwards. Super. Slowly, whatever way you do, come sit on the floor and stretch your legs out long in front of you. Super. Just roll out through your ankles, big circles with your ankles, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. Just roll your shoulders. Nice. And then bring your fingers to the floor beside you and sit up really tall. So your shoulders are wide, you're lengthening through the spine. Your bum is sitting on the floor, so you're using the floor to get taller. Feel the length through the back of your head, the back of your neck. Nice. Bend your right knee, draw it up towards you, and then lift your right foot up and over to the outside of your left knee. Reach both hands forward in front of you and then draw the right elbow back like a bow and arrow. Bring your fingers to the floor behind you and then glide the left arm around the corner until you're twisting towards the right. You can bend your left elbow if you wish, or keep your arm straight and just really lengthen, get taller. So twisting backwards is important, but the most important is getting taller. So engaging down into your sit bones, finding length through the belly and the spine, widening the chest. Get taller, breathe deeper. Nice, release. Stretch the right leg long. Bend the left knee, draw it up towards you. Step the left foot to the outside of your knee. Reach both hands forward in front of you. Draw the left elbow back. Bring your fingers to the floor. Glide your right arm around the corner until you're twisting towards the left. Get taller, wider, sitting down into your sit bones. Breathing down into your belly. Nice. Release. Bring both feet forward in front of you. From here, scoot yourself forward to the front of your mat. Slowly rolling backwards, letting your feet rise off the floor as you roll backwards. Bring both feet to the floor. Arms are long beside you. And slowly and steadily roll up along your spine to lift your hips upwards. Slowly rolling down until you land on the floor. And again, rolling slowly upwards, rising up. Really feel the opening through the front of your hip. Slowly rolling down to land on the floor. Last time, rising up, lifting up through your hips. And then just sway your knees a little bit from side to side. Sway your hips a little bit from side to side. Just feeling that through the sides of the hips, the sides of the knees, the sides of the ankles. Swaying, listening, feeling. Nice. Lower your bum to the floor. Squeeze your right knee up towards you. Hug it in. Release. Squeeze the left knee up towards you. Hug it in. Release. Nice. Good job. So both feet are either resting on the floor, or you can stretch one leg long and then the other and come into relaxation. So as you rest as you feel the floor beneath you. Just get a sense of how your head, your shoulders, your elbows, your hands, where are they resting? The backs of your shoulders, the length of your spine, the lower back, the buttocks, the backs of your thighs, your calves, your heels. Really allowing yourself to rest. As always, with you at home, you can stay there for another few moments if you wish, if you really want to settle and deepen. Otherwise, bending your knees and just rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe squeeze your knees up towards you. Or just roll over onto your side and slowly come all the way up to sit. Nice, guys. How lovely. So I shall see you again tomorrow for day 17. Be well. And great. How lovely. Nice to have you on board on this journey. Super. Bye.